Hey, what's up guys? It's HoodieManiac360, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So let's get this started. Now, if you have no idea what Five Nights at Freddy's is, first of all, you must be living under a rock. Second of all, I highly recommend you watch Markiplier play the game. But, how was the movie exactly? Well, I kind of have mixed feelings about the movie. The FNAF fan in me says that it was good, but the movie critic in me says that it was bad. Let me explain what I liked and what I didn't like. Okay, so the first thing I liked was the animatronics. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and even Golden Freddy looked fucking amazing. If you didn't know, the animatronics in this film were real. They didn't use CGI like Marvel always does. They actually made their own animatronics. And I guess the characters were okay too. Mike and Abby were interesting characters. When Mike was a kid, he watched his brother get kidnapped, and they never found him. So every night, he tries to dream the moment where his brother was kidnapped, and possibly find out who the kidnapper was. And he also has sole custody of his younger sister Abby after their mom died, and their dad became too depressed to take care of her. Vanessa was an idiot, though. I'll explain later in the con section. William Afton was also in this movie. He only had a little bit to do, but Matthew Lillard gave a great performance as usual. First he was Stu Macher, then he was Shaggy, now he's the man behind the fucking slaughter. The best scenes in this film were obviously every scene that the animatronics were in. Whether they were playing with Abby or killing people, I always had a smile on my face whenever they were on screen. My favorite scene in the movie, though, was the third act. When Matthew Lillard showed up dressed as Springtrap, everyone in my theater lost their shit. They even did the scene in the third game where William Afton goes in the Springtrap suit and starts bleeding out. Then the animatronics put him in that little room and then left him to die. Although, obviously, we all know he doesn't die. They're most likely going to make the second film based off Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and the third film based off of Five Nights at Freddy's 6. Now, it's time to talk about the cons. First of all, I didn't like Mike and Abby's aunt. She was a terrible character, and she felt like a ripoff of the aunt from the frickin' Tom and Jerry movie. Also, when Mike couldn't get a babysitter for Abby, he decides to take her to the pizzeria, and at this point, he knows the pizzeria is dangerous. He obviously could have asked another friend to watch her, or he could have just asked one of his neighbors. But no, he just straight up takes her to the frickin' pizzeria. And finally, my last flaw is Vanessa. Like I said before, she was a fucking moron. She knew about the murders. She knew who the killer was. She knew that the place and the animatronics were haunted, but she does nothing. She doesn't inform anyone. She doesn't conduct an investigation. And also, not only does she allow Mike to bring Abby with him, but she also allows her to play with the fucking animatronics. Good God, this bitch makes Rose Tico look like a fucking genius. Now, yes, I did have a lot of fun watching this film. But that's mainly because of my movie theater. Once the hype died down, I started noticing the flaws. I'm going to give the Five Nights at Freddy's movie a 5 out of 10. And this is coming from someone who's a longtime fan of this franchise. But I don't hate this movie. I would definitely watch this over something like Star Wars The Last Jedi anytime. By the way, I should mention this. Rotten Tomatoes gave Five Nights at Freddy's a 25%. But they also gave Star Wars The Last Jedi a 91%. That is fucking bullshit! Alright, now, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie wasn't good, but it doesn't deserve a 25%. And it's 1,000 times better than Star Wars The Last Jedi. You know what? Every time I see a movie that has a Rotten Tomatoes score that's too low, I'm gonna beat up my copy of Star Wars The Last Jedi with a goddamn belt. Fucking do this. Take that, you son of a bitch! Yeah! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Get on the floor! Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Fuck you!